Okay, so today we are looking at making histograms. The easiest way to make a histogram is to look at the numbers and create a frequency table, normally with like tally marks and things like that. But you could also just, count them up and write the physical number. If you do that first, then it makes drawing a histogram really easy. Um, then looking at something like this that's symmetric with it in the peak in the middle versus something like this where it's skewed right because all the numbers are on the left, and then there's a break, and then there's another little skew here. Describing something like that. I don't know. Um, just look at all the possible answers on a multiple choice test and pick the best one. So here we go. So again, I start off by I look at these numbers and I find between 0 and less than 2 though. I've got one number there. I've got 5 numbers there, 1 there, 2 there, and 3 there. And then double check. 6, 7, 9, 12, and then there's 12 numbers. Then I'm asked to make that into a frequency table using that. So I just go up 1, I go up to 5. It's so easy when you got a nice little plot graph like this. Boom, done. Next. Okay, looking at these situations, I really hate that they did not label these, and that's the point of this. You've got to figure out what these labels mean. So I'm looking at these numbers, and I've got between 0 and 1. There's 3 people that did that. There's 5 people that did that. The height of a group of 6th graders, I hope not. I mean, the tallest person here is 10 inches tall. The weight of someone's backpack in pounds. A 10-pound backpack, that's kind of light, but let's check the other ones. A temperature for 38 days in the summer? No. Degrees, summer degrees, even in Celsius, you're looking like 30 or 40 degrees. 30 being you're wearing shorts, 40s you're in the middle of the desert, but you're looking at least double digits. Fahrenheit, definitely no, that's frozen. Anything below 32. The time it takes students to walk to school in hours. Ooh, I hope that it doesn't take you 10 hours to walk to school. Yeah, I'm going to go with the weight of the backpacks. Um, just the other numbers, well, not the other, not numbers, the other, I guess, labels would not make sense. Yeah, then they're just either too high or too low. 10-inch kids, man. Describe the center of this thing. So I've got 3 people here. That's 1, 2, 3. I've got 5 people here. That's 5 right there. This one kind of cancels out with these ones. I think the center is between 3 and 4 somewhere. Between 3 and 4. I don't know what we're talking about because there's no labels. And then describe this shape. I don't know. It's symmetric, but shifted slightly to the left. That'd be a right skew. Describe the spread. It looks pretty evenly spread amongst those ones. Evenly spread, with most being between 3 and 4. These are all just your own personal views of this stuff, so I don't know. Okay, putting these in order. Least would be the -6. Then the -1.6. Negatives are obviously smaller than positives. And then you just end up with 1/6 versus 0.6. And 1/6, if you do the division, is like or sorry, 0.166666666. It's pretty small. Versus 0.6 is like 6/10 is 0.6, and 1 out of 6, 6 out of 10. I think I've got it right. Okay, old school. If we've got a 12 and a 60, and they're wondering what this question mark is, to get from 12 to 60, I multiply by 5. So if I go this way, I divide by 5, divide by 5. So 100 divided by 5 is 20. Or 20 times 5 is 100. 12 ounces of water, which is 60%. Yeah, there we go. Create possible dot plots. Really, there's all sorts of things that could be going on here. Can click the axis. Okay. I mean, you've got 3 that are between 0 and 2. So, not including 2. So maybe like, I don't know, here. You've got 8 that are between 2 and 4. So, oops. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 6 to 8, like 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Yeah, that should do it. There's lots of different ways. Okay, we got to do a different one. Okay, let's go. All of them are at 0. Then, all of them are at 3, 6, 7, 8. Then all of them are at 7. Same. Next. If -2, so I do this. If -2, -3, or -2, +3, that's -2, 3, is one vertex of a square. What could the rest be? Well, it depends on how big the square is. Let me say that if one point is right there, that's 2, 3. Then I would need to go down here. That would be 2, -1. And over here would be -2, -1. That would make a square. Parentheses. And lastly, -2, -1. Let's see how I did. What? I got number 10 wrong. Let me check this one out. 3, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, I put 9. Oh, 9, putting too many. 8, 4. Okay. Slightly error. Okay, there we go. So if you have any questions, please ask in class. If not, I'll see you in the next video.